What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sin, back with another video, y'all. If y'all been watching my videos, y'all know I'm behind on the Valentine's gifts, so that's what I'm working on today. So what I have right here is a basket right here. This is a $35 basket, so it's just My Little Pony and Unicorn, like My Little Pony and Unicorn, as you see on the candy right there. So that's what we have right here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get ready to shrink wrap this basket. And the reason I'm going to do this shrink wrapping and just kind of give you guys some tips is because I had a person that asked me to do a shrink wrap video. So what I'm going to do is these are the bags that I'm using right here. These bags, I don't know the measurement of the bags. I'll try to put a link for them down below, but I had these bags for a while. Well, actually, these are the ones that was left over from last year. So I just continue to order, like when I get low. I think it was like 100 bags or something like that, or maybe, I don't know. It was a lot of bags, and they took me from 1 year into the next year. So this is what I have left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what I use right here. So right here, this is just a cake turner. I call it a basket turner. It's the cheap one from Amazon. As you see, it spins. As you see right there, it spins pretty smoothly. But when I first got it, it didn't spin that smooth because I guess it was kind of stiff or it hadn't been used. And I was actually going to send it back, but I just continued to spin it. And like, even without anything on it, after a while, it got used to spinning and it just started to spin easier and correctly. So I don't have a lot of space right now on my counter. I'm kind of all unorganized. I mean, I tried to organize some stuff. I do have some stuff together, but right here on my counter, it's not really organized right now. So right now, this is Valentine's season for me. So I'm not really trying to do t-shirts. I do have a t-shirt order that I'm going to have to get done. But right now, I'm trying to concentrate on Valentine's items. So what I'm going to do is, first what I do with my bag is I kind of roll it down. Like I push the bottom of it, which is, you know, kind of pushing the inside up. So that's what I do. And then I like to pick up my Valentine. I don't really have space to sit it down anywhere over here right now, but I like to sit it inside of my bag right here. And then I pull it up around my bag. Now, this is a tip for those of y'all that may be new, because I was once new and it's a lot of things I didn't know. So a lot of y'all probably gonna already know this, but I like to tape my stuff down in my basket. Like tape it down to where it's not gonna move too much. I mean, if you dump it over or shake it and throw it around, it'll probably move around. But the way that I've done it, it's not really gonna move around much because I've taped it pretty much. So, you know, when I can move it around a little bit and adjust it. And back here, I'm gonna add just a little bit more shred back here so that it can cover, because I have purple paper that I used in here that matches because this bucket is clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up around here. And as y'all see, like these little edges right here, I don't want this to be in the front. So I'm gonna kind of put it on the sides. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is, I don't even have them close by, the ones that I have cut, but I'm gonna get pipe cleaner, aka Chanel stem, and then I'm gonna jump right back on here. But that's what I'm gonna use to tie this off, because if I put my ribbon on there, I didn't know this in the beginning, but if I put my ribbon on there, sometimes you can melt your ribbon or shrink it up, stuff like that. So I like to use a Chanel stem to hold it when I use my heat gun to shrink wrap it. So give me just a second. I'm gonna grab that and I'll be right back. All right, so right here I have a box of the chenille stems that I cut. The ones that I have, they come long like this, and you have to use like a wire cutter in order to cut them to the size that you want them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position the front of the basket towards me. But I'm going to do it towards the camera, but normally I would do it towards myself. And let me see, make sure I want it centered in here. And then what I like to do is gather it up. Let me see, I like to gather it up towards the back. And the reason I like to gather it up towards the back is so that if any of the, like how it is right here, I don't want that. I don't want to have shrink wrap something like this in the front. I want to gather it towards the back. So anything that looks like that, I want it to be in the back so that the front will be smooth. Because the front is the area that you're wanting to display to your customers. You know, it's pretty much smooth. Like if you look at the back, it's more bunched up than the front. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this chenille stem on here. Just twist it on here a few times. It does not have to be super tight. And I'm going to push it up a little bit because I want like all of my stuff in here. If I shrink wrap it a certain way, all of my stuff that's in this basket, if I shrink wrap it a certain way, it will curl it in. So I want to make sure that it stands out because I don't want it to curl in. So I have to make sure to hold it accordingly. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to plug this in. Okay, so now that I have it plugged in, I'm gonna start at the bottom. So I like to turn it on, and I always start off with it on low. On mine, I have low and a high setting, and this is the heat gun that I have. So after it blows for a little bit, then I'll kind of start at the bottom of it. And the weather is cold here, y'all. We just had a winter storm, so I probably can put it on, put it a little higher. So I'm just gonna start. And like I was saying at the top, it will start to shrink up. And to keep it from shrinking up, I'm just gonna hold it the way that I want it to be. So I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. And as y'all see, I didn't continue to hold it, so it did kind of curl up a little bit. But we're gonna try to adjust that. Let me see. We're gonna shrink it at the back a little bit more. And we're gonna hold that part up. All right, and as y'all see right here, I just kept kind of shrink wrapping that because my bag is really too big for it. I could have cut it down. And you want to keep the heat gun moving. You do not want to leave it still, because you will get a hole if you leave it still. So, in some places you can just kind of press it down. And like as it's hot, you can kind of press it down. Okay, and I'm gonna show y'all this one. It didn't come out perfect, y'all, but I'm not gonna redo it. It's good enough, I guess. It did kind of mash that up right there. As you see right here, this is what it's looking like. I will go back over like these parts and flatten them out and smooth them out. And this is actually y'all my first gift basket of this year, because I am behind. So this was actually one that I remade, because it was one that I had left over. I took out the candy that was in it and put fresh candy. Okay. All right, so this is what it's looking like, y'all. It is not the perfect thing, but it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right for now. If it don't sell after a few times, I'll possibly fix it different. But yeah, but this is what we have right here. So hopefully that was helpful to some of y'all that may have some issue shrink wrapping. And I'm sorry, this one did not come out perfect. And also, what I would do, since it kind of shrunk up here, let me see. I'm gonna move this up a little bit, because I do want my bow to sit right on top of there. So we're gonna shrink wrap it a little bit more. Now, when I put my bow on here, my bow will be sitting on top. It'll be sitting on top of everything. So that's what it's looking like. It's not the perfect, y'all. Like I told y'all, like the customers, they don't make gift baskets, or they will make their own. So it don't have to be perfect, but the better you can present it, the better it is. But this is my first one, y'all. But I'm not gonna let perfection keep me from continuing on to the next one. If need be, I'll go back and fix this. And if I do, I will come back and show y'all in another video. But that's pretty much how you shrink wrap a gift basket. So I have this tagging gun that I got from Amazon a few years ago. And this is how I tag my baskets. I mean, it's so many different ways that you can tag your basket. But this is how I do mine. You can write it in, you can print out your own labels or stickers. So I like to put it somewhere where it's easy to see. So what I'm gonna do is just press on this, and usually the first one does not print that good, like as you see right there, because it's been a while since I've used this. It's getting better, as you see, the first one, the second one. This third one will probably be good enough, maybe not quite. As you see, I may end up having to print some out, y'all, but I like to just put it somewhere centered. So I put it like right here on the Play-Doh. I put it right here because it's like a little empty space right there. So right there, you can see I kind of used it to cover up that little empty space right there. So that's where it's at. And as I print, it will get better. So all you will have to do is, like, you know, print over the top of it. You can see it on there, but it is a little bit light. I may need to replace, I think I have an ink replacement in there, but I may need to replace the ink roller. But we'll see. We'll see. If I need to replace that, then I'll go ahead and do it. But that's pretty much how you would shrink wrap. And then all you have to do is put your bow on here. Right now, I'm not going to put the bow on. I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the next basket. So if y'all wanna see the next basket that I make sure that you stay tuned for the next video. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next episode. But until then, be blessed.